the betting, the not so much anymore is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Well, we're on to race number 6, which is over 1,000 meters, a meritorious 72 handicap. And here we are going to go with interview Carl Hewitson and Stuart Ferry. But more importantly, and I hope this is as far back as I want it to be, for a rerun of Don't Shoot the Barman.
Looking for a way through, so too Don't Shoot the Barman's got absolutely nowhere to go. Another Day in Africa's running on. Down the inside, Magwinya. Another Day in Africa, Trafalgar Square. Don't write off Don't Shoot the Barman just yet. Don't Shoot the Barman's coming. Another Day in Africa. Mallorca Palace the outside, but it's Another Day in Africa to win it. Unlucky Don't Shoot the Barman in second, Mallorca Palace, and then Brass Bell.
Yeah, he's run well over course and distance once before. He ran third. So when this race came along, he had a good draw. You know what it's like here, you can't give up your draws, so I thought we'd take the chance. I do think he'll run a good race.
Yeah, listen, I think he prefers the turf, and this might be a bit on the sharp side, 1,000, but looking at the program, not another race for him until the end of October. So, but saying that he's fitting well, and he ran a much better race last time, so I think, you get a bit of cover and he'll be running at them at the end.
Regardless of the preparation of a racehorse or the form that you see in black and white or the well-being of the racehorse in the parade ring, when those gates open, Warren, the one thing that you don't discount is luck in running, because that is, something that you cannot foresee in a race. It's all up to the jockey and how things work out. If things go your way, it's those millisecond decisions that go your way or don't go your way, that's either in the number 1 box, the number 2 box, or sometimes nowhere to be seen. That's the nature of the game. Luck in running is very, very, very huge, and we saw it there with that horse.
That's why we do the show mainly in pairs. On the rare occasion it's a one-man show, but most of the time there's 2 of us, reruns, jolting memories. Yes, it says in the official publications, eased at the 300 ran on, but you can't remember every single race.
Yes.
But wow, when we watched that, it certainly flooded all the memories back.
It's a field of 9 runners. It's a small field. I mean, not only 12 go on the poly track, but it's a field of 9 runners. When you get the thought process or the trend throughout a race meeting, and we see it at courses who have this around the country, where the thought process is, we're going to go on a certain side of the track, turning into the straight, then it can become claustrophobic for a few of these jocks, And it's, if you find yourself there and there's no way through, and you got all the horse in the world,
and he did well to come back, because to go off your stride, lose momentum, he was yanked. To nobody's fault. It was just, as you say, luck in running. This horse could be hard to beat. Based on that. I
would say so. I looked at it, and I like so many horses prior to that, but how many horses can you go with on a day? Well, you can have a day where it's turning out to be you're waiting for the Powerball, to get the big jackpot. But I don't know if this is one of those days. But this horse, Don't Shoot the Barman, I think you're correct. There'll be a lot of guys
on that run.
They'll be waiting for this horse now. Waiting for this horse. When it's going to be nominated, when it's going to run. Well, here it is. It's here in race number 6. On that run, I agree with you. But then I look at the turf form, Warren.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
That is my name. That is where I say, the poly track, if this was on the poly track, we wouldn't be spending this much of time. We'd have been all in, that's it, let's move on. But when you look at his form on the turf, then you start to wonder. Yeah. But that said, the stable is... I heard an interview the other day with Clinton Bernard. I think it was done up in Gauteng, where he said, I went through a patch and, I've lost horses and my string is smaller, but I've started to get going again. And he says, I think my engine's revving now.
Yeah, well, absolutely. His last 30 runners, according to the official winning form, 5 winners, 6 seconds, 0 thirds. So he's ticking along, but yeah. Okay, so don't shoot the bomb. And there are obviously others.
I'm simple. You know me and the rule.
Yes.
You know, if I can pick less the half the field, I will give you the numbers. I got 7 runners that are picked out of 11, so you're going to have to narrow it down because it's a field race here.
Okay.
Now, I'm hoping the bankers come earlier on. The master Joshes of the world, Swift Nicks and that type of thing. But in this race, I'll be hoping for the worst result. When I say the worst result, guys, meaning the biggest price horse, or the horse with the least amount of tickets in the exotics. So I'm going to the field here in all the bets were in the pick 6 and the jackpot. But number 3, is this the roving banker or you? You're saying I'm worried about the turf.
Yeah, I'd say roving banker, confident roving banker. The turf is the only concern.
What's your top choice?
Yeah, well, after seeing that again, we've got to go with take a chance. We've got to go with Don't Shoot the Bomb. And obviously, Give Me a Rainbow, Esquivel, Prince Kresh, Lucky Dollar, Another Day in Africa, all got chances. But
I got my roving banker. I've made up my mind.
Don't Shoot the Barman.
No, number 9, Another Day in Africa.
Okay, so roving banker 9, Another Day in Africa.
And
roving
hopefully
banker.
it's a proper day in Africa after the Springboks have won on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just another day.
And if the Springboks don't win, whatever you do, still don't shoot the barman.
Correct.
Okay, that's a wrap. Let's move on to race 7 of 8 races.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.